So, Ladies and Gentlemen, wir machen heute einen schönen angespielten Abend. Wir machen erst The Invincible, was in ein paar Tagen rauskommt auf Steam. Haben wir schon die Demo damals gespielt. Based on S. Lamb's Iconic Novel. Ich habe leider von dem nichts gelesen, aber war ein großer Sci-Fi-Autor. Wo auch letztes Mal gesagt wurde, Blasphemie, du hast davon nichts gelesen. Ganz schrecklich. Spiel sah super interessant aus, hat auch ein paar Leute, bekannte Leute im Team, die bei Witcher und sonst wo gearbeitet haben in den Studios und hat ein sehr cooles Artdesign, ist aber eher so ein Walking Simulator mit einer Geschichte, die von 7 bis 10 Stunden geht. Wir werden uns jetzt die erste Stunde etwa angucken und wenn euch das alles gefällt, könnt ihr natürlich den Entwickler supporten, indem ihr das Spiel auf Steam kauft. Ist also gar nicht so teuer. Ich glaube, bei Keysellern und so kriegt man es schon für ca. 23, 24 Euro. Und ich glaube, bei Steam selbst sind 27, ich weiß es jetzt nicht ganz hundertprozentig genau. So, starten neues Spiel. Die Demo gibt es übrigens auch immer noch zum Laden, aber ich fand die Demo damals sehr, sehr kurz. Die Dragonfire, eine kleine, aus 6 Mann bestehende Forschungseinheit des interplanetarischen Commonwealths, reist in entfernte Regionen des Weltraums. Nach der Erkundung zahlreicher Welten und unzähliger Planeten wurde die Forschungsmission für beendet erklärt. Auf dem Heimweg erwartet die Besatzung nur noch die letzte Aufgabe. Allen Risiken zum Trotz extrahiert Astrogator Novik eigenhändig ein seltenes und unschätzbares wertvolles Material. Novik beschafft zwar das Mineral, allerdings auf Kosten eines gebrochenen Beins und unerträglichen Schmerzen. Dennoch hält der Unfall des Astrogators niemanden davon ab, das Ende der Forschungsphase zu feiern. Es war eine Zeit, die von großen Erfolgen gekrönt war und in der innige Freundschaften entstanden. Mit sich zufrieden setzen sie Kurs auf ihre Heimat und freuen sich auf eine wohlverdiente Pause in ihren Kälteschlafkammern.
Where am I? On my head. Marit? Anybody? Help. I need help. Base, would you please answer me? Are you there? Hello? Koval? Marit? I saw you a second ago. I think. Dragonfly, come in. Oh, my head is killing me. I don't know what I'm doing here. Where I am exactly. Someone answer me, god damn it! Okay, nothing's broken. I can walk. Where's everyone gone? Why isn't one answering me? Bollocks! I can't hear you anymore. My receiver worked for a moment, but now there's only silence. Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. It's enough for several hours. Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. At least within a 50-meter radius. The beacon can't be detected either.
Ich liebe diesen Oldschool-Style, wie sie sich vorgestellt haben, wie Sci-Fi, also ne.
Which would suggest a quick recce. Or was it just the end of the mission?
wie halt Raumfahrtgeräte aussehen sollten damals.
Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes. Are we on Regis III? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember... Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. We took 2 landers to the surface. Don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke. The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. That's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to... Right! I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near. I can't just wait here. I just need to get a sense of my surroundings. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this.
So, was haben wir denn hier?
I'm looking for something that resembles a dog.
Finde einen genauen Standort heraus.
A specific structure, which does not resemble any canine.
Das sieht aus wie ein Hund. Das da.
Bingo! I found the dog! We have the first one. I need one more. Hey, crocodile. Where are you? That has an interesting shape. Of a crocodile indeed. Nice. I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road.
Das war ja einfach. Ich habe mich übrigens ausgeblendet, weil ich kann in diesem Helm nicht zusammen mit der Person leben. Vor allem, weil es ein sehr immersives Spiel ist und dementsprechend würde mein wunderschönes Gesicht das alles nur zerstören.
Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More equipment to repair. The detector's dead. Guess I shouldn't just leave it like this. Broken or not. I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. Oh! I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon.
Das sieht schon echt cool aus.
Huh. There's water on this desert planet.
Aber ob es hier auch Spice gibt?
not allow the biocenosis to fall. It won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
How's it going? So good. Have you checked on Yasna?
I was about to. Already awake. Good.
So? Fine, I guess.
You're still groggy. Stay put, all right?
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it, and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet. Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes.
Der sich das Bein gebrochen hat.
Be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it and remember.
Warm. Getting warmer. Got you. I found it. Look for me on your trackers. I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you? I found a way out of the valley, leading more or less towards the camp. But I can't go this way.
Achso, dementsprechend macht die eine andere Seite auf.
Okay, moving on.
Ich denke mal, das ist der Abschnitt, bevor die Demo eigentlich gestartet ist damals, weil da kommst du ja gerade in das Hauptcamp.
All right, no time to lose. outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air, the sky is clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them. Time to go.
Nächster Kartenabschnitt. Achso, wir können den Fokus einstellen. Wir sehen die Zelte von hier aus.
Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here. Oh well. If it catches me, so be it. This suit will hold.
Oh nein, sie hat sowas wie Ausdauer. Naja, okay. Sie hat einen Absturz überlebt. Da kann man auch schon mal außer Atem sein, wenn man ein bisschen rennt.
Great. A route that won't break my neck. I hope. Okay. I'm at the bottom. Looks better from here. I'll be with you soon.
Wenn der Sandsturm nicht wäre und mir gleich die Sicht nehmen wird.
Visibility could be better. Maybe I should wait. If the storm gets worse, I'll be cut off from you. What happened? Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But I don't remember it. Did I black out again?
Löscht der Sandsturm aufgrund von magnetischen Strömungen die Gedächtnisse von Leuten. Weil es auf elektromagnetische Feld des Gehirns einwirkt. Das wäre so eine typische Oldschool-Sci-Fi-Geschichte.
I'm so close, yet in my condition, every step is a strain. I don't want to whine, but if you come here, it will be so much easier for me.
Es ist übrigens nicht nur Walking, es sind später auch natürlich einige Rätsel verbaut. So wie das halt so ist bei solchen Spielen.
Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary. Down you go. Night is not that scary. I remember you. Regis third satellite.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Marit, do you have the geological analyses?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun has seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis III is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible?
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you two. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis III, if any.
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here?
Richtig. Es ist einfach so geil auf dem Raumschiff. Ich will da nicht sagen in den Dialogen, aber die rauchende Frau hat mich einfach überzeugt. Sauerstoff ist keine Mangelware.
Not everyone's in the field. This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there? Oh, it's just an Androbot. Androbot! Stop! Androbot, stop! What the... Dr. Gorski, have you made changes to the Androbot's algorithms without telling anyone? Again? Ah, well, never mind. Oh, maybe if I... RT? Default position. I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but you clearly don't want to cooperate. Dr. Crowther, didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor, is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me. I report that I've located Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm going to examine him now. Excuse me.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. Glad you didn't lose your head.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear, but to the point. As I understand it, there's only Dr. Crowther at the camp, and he's not well. What happened to him?
I was just about to examine him. Dr. Crowther, please don't be startled. I need to take your hand. Temperature normal. Pulse 2. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Up until yesterday, he wasn't suffering from any mental disorders. And there were no visible injuries. So, I test his blood for toxins.
Could it be the methane from the atmosphere?
No. Methane poisoning causes different symptoms. I'm afraid it's something else.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, the lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Crowther.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
So with that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find. And you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Achso, sind das die unterschiedlichen Abschnitte.
Hello? Anyone else here? I found Dr. Crowther.
Das Mission Protocol von Dr. Crowther.
It's not a mission log, but
Eine erste Analyse der Proben ergab eine Zusammensetzung aus Nickel, Eisen, Magnan, Beryllium und Titan. Ich wüsste zu gern, was das ist. Ich tippe auf einen riesigen Meteor aus Nickel und Eisen, der vor Millionen von Jahren in die Atmosphäre von Regis III eingedrungen ist und alles zum Schmelzen gebracht hat. Nein, warte, vergiss es. Die Form der Strukturen spricht eine andere Sprache.
it will do. Dr. Crowther kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
Metal? That's why we have detectors.
Correct.
Mine died, but Krauter had one as well, didn't he?
Like everyone in the crew, Doctor.
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration. Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
Zzzt.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broke.
Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish a connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna, what are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
If the Androbot isn't working properly, I can't just leave Krauter like this. He might hurt himself.
Fine. Proceed as you deem fit.
I've got bad news. Our signal is far too weak to restart the Androbot.
The relay malfunction?
Not exactly. It's completely fried. I don't think a sandstorm could cause such damage.
Well, that's irrelevant now, Doctor. There must be a spare somewhere in the camp. Please search for it.
No luck. They're not in here. Not here either. Fascinating.
Did you find anything, Doctor?
Nice specimen. Oh, it's still alive.
Ah, the fish Dr. Gorski caught.
Hmm.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember. Something.
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Novik? Is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
Geile Gerätschaften einfach.
Here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the near side.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we can't even take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost a...
Please spare me these lamentations. The only thing I can do is walk along the dragonfly corridor.
You're not missing out on anything, Yasna. Crackling suit, thick gloves, debris hitting the helmet's glass.
But the beach is like the one at home, right?
Almost.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean, not the...
Collect the mineral samples.
Yes, that's right. Do you want to do the honors?
Koval, where are you going? Over.
For a little
Probe in the water. Switching to manual.
recce. I'm gonna take a look around.
Distance, 100.
Base, are you there? Dr.
300.
Proctor, how about a 5-minute break?
You know my official recommendations, but 5 minutes? If you must.
500. Damn me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Crowther, would you please have a look here?
Of course. Just a second. It's like...
Koval, did you hear that?
This is...
They found something.
I'm coming.
Schöne Punkte.
I'm here.
About time. Here, take a look.
What are they doing? They're moving away from us.
From us? We're talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
Right, from the probe. As soon as I swim it closer to them, do you see what happens?
Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination, then I'll be able to say more.
Come here. One more time. Got it. What did you do? I had to electrocute it. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore. That's a fine one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Ich glaube, die Rückblenden gab es in der Demo aber nicht, ne? Weil da gab es ja den Fisch schon hier. Aber wahrscheinlich wollten sie in der Demo nicht zu viel verraten.
Yasna, focus. What now?
Ja, hier war das drin.
I have the extra relay.
Excellent. The signal should be back as soon as it's turned on.
Beep, beep.
Very good. I'm connected. What happened here?
Is it gonna work?
We'll see. I rebooted the systems. That should help. Good, good. It's receiving instructions.
Angeblich sollen die Entscheidungen auch Folgen haben.
Should already be doing something.
Is it still frozen?
Yes, unfortunately.
The positronic brain has correct readings. Receptors.
It worked. He moved.
Finally. Artie should be walking now. Does he? His positional data hasn't changed.
Well, you can see that he really wants to go, but still can't. Please check his legs.
Could be the servo motor. Ah, that's it. Gotcha, you tin bastard. Thank you, Doctor. I won't hold you any longer. Go find the others while I finish here. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Finally, it works. Crowter, 5 meters. Careful.
I found the area marked by Dr. Krauter. There's no one around.
What do you think? Can we land the hopper safely here?
I think so. Solid ground. A large flat area. We won't find a better place.
Entry point? Will it be 50 meters? Air accessibility is paramount.
Yes, it's relatively clean. You can send Hopper, sir.
Weiter in die Richtung, wo Dr. Gorski hin unterwegs war.
Damn! I seem to have gone too far. I can see the field markings that Dr. Gorski left behind, and haven't found anyone yet.
They all may have left the area as well. But before you move on, make sure to check the whole perimeter.
As long as I'm here, let's see if I can spot someone in the distance.
Right. Anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no. I'm going back.
Wird es trotz der Markierung zurückgehen? Musst du bestimmt später lang. Was ein
There's no time.
doofes Fernglas. Bin gleich schon an der Stelle, wo die Demo, glaube ich, aufgehört hatte damals.
I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Hallo, was passiert, wenn ein Blitz hier einschlägt? Dann kristallisiert sich der Sand aus dem Boden und schießt nach oben.
I'm following the signal.
Ganz normale Gebilde.
There's something on the ground. It's a journal.
Wir müssen uns auf beides konzentrieren. Untersuchung der Wasserchemie und geologische Bohrungen.
Geological cross-section.
Lehmablagerung durchsetzt mit einer schwarz-roten Substanz, weder geologischen noch planetarischen Ursprungs. Millionen von Jahren alt, mindestens.
These are Marit's notes. She must be somewhere close.
Please search the entire area thoroughly.
Kosmosolidarische Allianz, Hauptsitz des interplanetarischen Commonwealth, Raumfahrtabteilung Sonnensystem. Sehr geehrte Dr. Merritt, als Resultat der letzten interplanetarischen Konferenz möchten wir Sie für die anstehende Expedition Obelisk 03 zum Astrogator ernennen. Ihre Fähigkeiten und Leistungen in früheren Missionen haben gezeigt, dass Sie für die nächste Phase der Erkundung des Weltalls bereit sind. Wir würden uns über eine Antwort freuen, sobald Sie von Ihrer aktuellen Mission zurückgekehrt sind. Mit freundlichen Grüßen, General Pirksart oder Pirksart oder Proxart, befehlshabender Offizier, Raumfahrtabteilung.
The signal's coming from a Castle backpack.
That's concerning.
I'm close, but I can't see her. She's here. I found her. Marit, wake up. Wake up. Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please. Live, damn it. Merritt. Nothing. Beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough.
Merritt. Astrogator. She's...
I know. Doctor. Yasna. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Koval's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Und hier hat die Demo damals schon geendet.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here.
Und im Notfall kannst du auch eine Herzdruckmassage machen und dabei aus Versehen eine Rippe anknacksen. Erste Hilfe ist vorzuziehen, anstatt gar nichts zu machen. Oh, der sieht aber auch nicht mehr taufrisch aus.
Yasna, status. Yasna!
He's... Koval? Don't do this to me. You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval? Koval? His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski.
Da steht aber drauf, Leben auf diesem Planeten. Yasna wird sich freuen.
Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Won't be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
Die Strukturen verzweigen sich im Untergrund. G-Punkt überprüft den rechten Ausläufer. Riesige vertikale Struktur, sie ragt über die Oberfläche. Wassertank, unterirdische Strukturen. Die bislang größte 150 Meter in Berg markiert. Fünfter Punkt, von Punkt 4 aus sichtbar. Azimut 350, Entfernung 200.
Got him.
Ja. Da kommt unser Abholschiff.
The Androbot with Krauter is also on its way to the site. You'll need shortly.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. To all this. Krauter, our dear Merit, now Koval, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest, for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake.
Der Android hat den anderen wahrscheinlich schon gebracht, oder? Ja. Sonst hätte sie ihn noch selbst tragen müssen.
See you up there. Only Gorski's left. We might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
I know time's running out. Still, I should go back for Marit. We need to find out what killed her. How did she die? For everyone's sake.
Hadn't considered that. You want to carry her to the lander?
Yes. I need to understand.
Oh. Bring die Leiche zum Lander. Weil ich Laufwege mag. Aber in dem schönen Environment kann man auch mal einen Meter mehr laufen.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir.
Wir lassen niemanden zurück.
It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doc. Yasna, come in. How are you feeling?
How do you think, sir? I'm managing. Somehow.
Forgive me, but I need to know if you're ready to continue your mission.
Ready? Please don't worry about me. Death is a natural process that every human being has to get used to.
Yasna, I don't expect you to be so...
But I do. Let's leave it like this.
War ich nicht hier hochgeklettert?
I've served with Dr. Marit for over 2 decades. She's made of sterner stuff. The sternest. Many of us relied on her. I did.
Did you know that headquarters offered her a promotion? She would have been the first female astrogator in the history of the Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
Doesn't matter anymore, really.
Not entirely. Marit will be awarded posthumously.
I'm taking you at your word, Astrogator. This could pave the way for others. And that's what she would have cared about the most.
No doubt about it.
Toll, in meinem Trinken ist eine Fliege gestorben. Hier gibt's auch Leben in der imperialen Wohnung. Weil wir den Android schicken können. Habe ich gar nicht in Betracht gezogen. Android, hohe Leiche. Eingabe nicht verstanden.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Stell dir vor, jetzt bewegt sie sich plötzlich und lebt doch noch. Sieht ein bisschen unterkühlt aus auch.
Please take good care of her.
Of course. Dr. Gorski's next. Let's hope he got out of danger in time.
It would be good to know what kind of danger we're talking about.
So der Bereich, wo wir vorhin euch rein durften. Auch dass beim Rennen die Scheibe beschlägt und so ist halt schon richtig cool. Aber es ist halt ein ruhiges Sci-Fi-Abenteuer. Jedenfalls der Anfang spielt sich wirklich sehr entspannend.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down?
Sie wollte wahrscheinlich eine rauchen, hat das Visier aufgemacht und ist deshalb erstickt. Das hört sich sehr realistisch an.
I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. It's weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
Die Sonde.
I located the probe. It's lying on the ground, inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records.
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
Okay, da sind wir. Da sind die Fische.
Nothing interesting. Should I be looking for a specific location? Date?
The excavation site. 4th day of the mission.
Als der Fisch gefangen wurde.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Hihi, dick. Graben.
12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto.
Toll.
From now
Da bin
on, it will
Paparazzi.
follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter ball E. B-A-L-L-E.
Done.
Ich glaube nicht, dass das vom Autor ist.
You'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
Ball E.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the...
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Oh, krass. Aber Nennungsstrukturen in der Erde.
I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
He followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure.
Mein Fehler.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Hi, Bully.
Ich kann doch hier nichts machen. Weißt du, was mich ein bisschen irritiert? Ach, er ist der Detektor.
The structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly.
Die Taste habe ich gesucht.
I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason. Even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm going to apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll see to it myself. All right. How about that point? What does it look like? What caught the doctor's attention?
It looks like some kind of organic formation. A root system? Maybe these structures have the ability to expand. Somehow.
Shouldn't they be organic then?
Ah. That's the problem. They look organic, but they're not. The next point, the third one, is a metal bundle. Running along the bottom of some water reservoir.
Interesting. An object as such should be easy to locate. the metal bundle?
As expected. It's at the bottom. Before you ask, sir, there's little to say about it.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
The 4th point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
Ich würde doch durchs Wasser gehen können. Und dann wäre ich von Tentakeln angegriffen. Fußabdrücke.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I think we have the 4th point. I confirm. It's the 4th one. I see our flag. I think I'll catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not. Though I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb.
Wasser ist bestimmt lauwarm.
The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all.
Three, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
Ich bin nicht sicher, warum der Lander mich jetzt hier gelassen hat. Aber ich denke mal, wir finden einen Eingang zur Struktur nachher.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovers something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Schon eine coole Drohne.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way.
Sie hat natürlich den besten Weg ausgesucht, wo man fliegen kann.
It's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when.
Sorge macht mir, dass die Drohne FTP-02 heißt. Was ist denn aus 01 geworden? Also ihre eigentliche ID auf dem Gehäuse.
We have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Oh, have you started to fear for your position?
Maybe they can be improved rapidly, but these are only selected modules. Algorithms. There's still a long way to go to develop an artificial brain that would even slightly reflect the complexity of the human one.
Yes, we probably won't live to see that.
Probably not. Besides, no intelligent machine would take this job. Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Grafikfehler!
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere?
Da steigt irgendwas auf.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Looking at the amount of sharp ends and edges, they're rigid. Probably a very hard structure, not to mention their appearance.
Yes?
These bushes must serve a defensive function.
Defensive? Against what?
Good question. I don't see anything they could compete with. No potential predator on the surface or in the air. So, maybe it's something underground.
Yes, maybe.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue the search. We have to find him. Doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Diese Strukturen sollen sehr spitz sein.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250. That is really how bad. Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over?
Roger that. All systems work.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition tech set. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Wir sind ganz normal gelandet.
Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
We've gotten out of worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now...
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
This lack of communication. It takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes, it worries me too.
Dieser Zeitsprung verwirrt mich ein bisschen. Auch wenn die Ecke des Planeten schon eine ganze Ecke hübscher ist.
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Koval. It's beautiful here.
Ganz normale Wüste. Kann halt schon mal ein bisschen wärmer sein.
I have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Copy that. Heading east. They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs
Lol.
of a clue?
Mit Kippen.
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here,
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis III's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Regis III is an alien planet, Astrogator. Extinct or not, we shouldn't act like we own the place. Because of this kind of attitude, the Anthropocene will become the fate of every planet we step foot on.
Aren't you exaggerating, Doctor? I probably sound like a simple soldier, but I believe that if something is already dead, it can't be harmed, let alone killed.
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continue.
That's quite right. In the biological sense, you never know what you'll face on a mission. Will our knowledge prove sufficient to comprehend what's alien to us? Or will we ever begin to understand it all? We could even accidentally kill it.
Sounds like quite far.
This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation.
Especially considering that we're talking about a harmless fag end, the far end of the known universe.
Right. I'm a bit carried away. Still, we shouldn't behave recklessly on the mission.
On that we can agree, Doctor. Completely.
Er ist so geil, ey. Menschen finden einen Strand auf einem Planeten und müssen erstmal ihre Kippe ausdrücken im Sand. Das ist halt, ja. Richtig schön asozial. Kann man auf den Alternativrouten eigentlich was finden?
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Da wäre nur eine Möglichkeit gewesen, ein bisschen anderen Weg zu nehmen. Kannst ruhig ein bisschen Gas geben, Schwester.
Yasna? Everything's all right?
Yes, yes. I just need a moment to think.
As soon as you find something,
I'll report it. No worries, sir.
Oh, ich bin den Pflanzenstrukturen schon mal begegnet. Deshalb hast du die Rückblende an der Stelle.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on.
Ach, deshalb gab's den Rückblick, weil ich jetzt nochmal dran rumgeknackst habe.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
I'm back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found some time.
May I ask? What did he do with Marit?
I placed her body in a cryochamber so that her family can say goodbye.
Thank you.
Please, don't thank me. It was the least I could do for her.
Guess I know where Gorska was going. I confirm. Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
Why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Just a report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
Natürlich nicht.
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
Well, I'm not hanging here forever, if we still haven't come up with anything.
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
Astrogator, as much as I love complex analysis, I'm really sick of all this hanging.
Of course. Can you see the probe?
Ja, halt dich an der Probe einfach fest.
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
Wobei, da unten sind Fußspuren. Ich glaube, den Sprung hätte ich auch machen können.
1 meter forward. I can't reach it. A bit closer, please.
Geil. Hättest du 3 Meter gesagt, wäre dir ins Gesicht geflogen, wahrscheinlich.
You could say so. I fell from a lower height.
Oh no,
It
Bolly.
was a soft landing,
We
though.
had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Walking alone. Communication blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone? I hope he has a good reason.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground. Should be looking for a way back by now.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, He's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Left or right? Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
I can't even see the bottom.
The structures go that deep.
Yes, I dread to think. What if Dr. Gorski fell down there?
I took that into account when calibrating the probe. It will examine the bottom. I'll let you know if I find him.
All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Crowther, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours.
Noch ein Stückchen.
I see the probe. Is everything all right with it?
Not quite. The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be better if I helped you? I can close it manually after all.
I'd need some directions first. And to bring it to you.
No problem. I'm on it.
First, let's find a place where I can land it. Otherwise, you won't be able to help me, Doctor.
Found the right place.
All right, then. I'm waiting for instructions.
Let's see. Please rotate the probe 180 degrees. "10 meters forward. Turn 15 degrees to the right and 5 meters forward. 2 more meters to the right. Uh, 2 meters forward. Land.
Jetzt rollt sie weg. Oh, sie hat kleine Ausfallstelzen.
How's the terrain? Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep. Wherever I look, there's metal. Oh, don't be angry.
It's not anger, it's a warning sign.
I know. You're welcome, Bully. It's a bit like Pando.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the Doctor.
Let's hope so. Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in. No doubt, it's him. Well, let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording. Fucker. No confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that a thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. All together similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Lyrans, a race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings. Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorski did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. Well, it could be just a coincidence, especially since the relays are quite delicate.
I don't know, Doctor. Reeks of diversion to me.
Ich hinterlasse Schritte, sehe ich ja zum ersten Mal. Und über die Gerätschaften, die er hat liegen lassen, darf ich nichts erzählen.
There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
Folge den Fußspuren, die du eh nicht siehst. Weil das sind meine eigenen.
is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really.
Da sind die Fußspuren wieder.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
This seems to prove that Gorski's behavior is irrational. He must have lost his mind.
And you're saying that right now, without even seeing him?
I wish I was wrong, Astrogator, but I can't think of any other explanation.
Er hat all seine Ausrüstung weggeschmissen. Zwei Tracker-Signale hinter dem Spalt.
Finally, I have his position.
Ah nee, seine Position und die von der Drohne.
Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah.
Gorski.
I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole. Doctor, answer me, please.
Der sieht nicht sehr taufrisch aus. Aber hat der andere auch nicht und er war trotzdem am Leben.
Almost there. Got him. He's not moving.
Und er hat sein Visier offen.
Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for an animal.
Komm mit, meine Disney-Prinzessin.
Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't count you.
Na, jetzt gehe ich ein sehr großes Risiko ein.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
It's nothing, Astrogator. Some static on the line.
Oh, ich bin einfach zu heroisch, ey. Ich wäre lieber zum Rucksack zurückgegangen.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving Gorski's signal.
Nicht zu sehr anstrengen. Dann wirst du das auch überleben.
There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the...
Oh oh.
What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No!
Verdammt, heute ich mal meinen Sauerstoff behalten.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! Flying!
Ich sehe nichts. Nee, es... Hört sich ein bisschen so an, als wenn ich unter Wasser wäre. Okay, Gamma-Korrektur ändert nichts. Spontan verstorben. Wir sind schon seit 2 Stunden dran. Ah, jetzt. Nachladen hat geholfen.
What was that?
Aber den Sauerstoff zu geben,
Astrogator.
behaltet euren Sauerstoff.
I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik. Do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together.
Richtig, alle 5 Finger sind noch da.
Heartbeats racing.
An jeder Hand.
But saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least.
Tja, den Superman gemacht. Bin jetzt zurück zur Oberfläche. Ha, aber ihr habt gesagt, wir spielen das nur an. Ich habe gesagt, 1 Stunde. Wir haben jetzt 2 Stunden gemacht. Ich habe gefühlt den Prolog abgeschlossen. Und so ein Spiel lebt ja auch davon, von der Geschichte. Und da ich die Entwickler nicht so ärgern will, machen wir hier den angespielt Break. Also schon ein entspanntes, ruhigeres Sci-Fi-Abenteuer. Ich habe dafür eigentlich habe ich zu wenig geschlafen in der letzten Nacht. Aber sieht super aus. Ob das jetzt, sag ich mal, geschmacksmäßig was für euch ist, hat damit zu tun, ob ihr eher Action-Sachen mögt oder eher so dieses Mystische und diese Entdeckergeschichte. Ich finde das ganz cool, auch von dem Setting her und von den Mechaniken. Vielleicht spielen wir es auch noch, wenn es released wurde, dann zu Ende. Ansonsten, wenn ihr euch dafür interessiert, kauft das und unterstützt damit die Entwickler. Wie gesagt, ich habe am Anfang des Videos gesagt, es ist nicht so teuer, aber ich denke, diese ersten 2 Stunden geben einen sehr guten Eindruck, was einen erwartet. Wir hatten nur einen, glaube ich, Grafikbug zwischendurch und jetzt einmal einen Nachladebug, aber ich denke mal, dass am 6., wenn es released wird, da auch nochmal ein Patch nachkommt und vielleicht das schon bekannt ist, dass dieser Fehler vorkommen kann, weil nach dem Absturz auf jeden Fall ein cooles Szenario und es sieht halt echt schön aus. Ich mag diese Retro-Sci-Fi-Geschichte. So, nicht vergessen, Kanal abonnieren. Auf YouTube ist das ja dann das angespielt und wir sehen uns in einem anderen angespielt wieder.